From Los Angeles, it's LLA with Home LLA with big updates about your second stimulus check, your third stimulus check, your Cash Act check, your second stimulus check, the $600 one that no one's getting, and other great exciting news, including that $10,000 stimulus check. What $10,000 stimulus check, LLA? I haven't heard about this $10,000 stimulus check. I'm really excited for it. I need to buy more donuts. Ready to get rock and rolling? I am, your am. We're going a little bit live earlier today because there's so much breaking news. The House is in session to obviously talk about something other than your stimulus check. But I really like the path that they're going, at least for time scheduling, because I think they'll do the stimulus check next week. Yes, those details and more. When are you going to get this moolah? When it can land in my bank account? I need to buy some donuts, or I need to be a purple hawk and go hawk, hawk, and get that big moolah. If you've not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe, because across the board, I'm going to get you so much delicious money in moolah month, in this moolah month of money, that you're going to be going to the casino and tipping Sirloin over, whether he wants to be tipped over or not, because he's a cow. With that, consider going to the front channel, subscribe, then hit that alert button. You get alert when I next go live, and also like this video. And I'm sure there's going to be someone that comes in the video and says, "What did I miss? Because you're going earlier. You're going early. What did I miss?" I'll have an update for you at the 15-minute mark, and then another one at the 30-minute mark. And if I suddenly go on a tangent and don't realize it's 15 minutes, give me a shout out, and I will tip the cow off to remind me. If you've not joined this channel as a member, consider joining, hitting that link at the top of the chat that says join to become a Purple Power member, either a Hawk or a Purple Power member or a Calcino VIP. And so much exciting, great news. Let's go over all the details. I'll have, this is Home LA, which is your lighthearted, easy breezy midday report of all the details about your stimulus. And then we'll do a little bit of update about the home at the 25-minute mark and then come right back. And I'll have questions and answers for you later in this video. First, let's get to the second stimulus check. The second stimulus check, the $600. The details that no one is telling you except you and I is that this channel sees about 50% of its viewers not getting the second stimulus check as of today. So there is clearly a big problem at issue at IRS. Now, it may still be coming. It may be still be coming. And let me give you an example of why I say there may be a major drop day. What's a drop day? A drop day is when suddenly massive amounts of checks just land into people's mailboxes at the same time. And suddenly we're like, oh, there it is. Where was it? I've seen massive drop days before on this channel. I saw them with EIDL back in May. People weren't getting the grant. And then suddenly on a Friday, money showed up out of nowhere. It was so late. I mean, it was insanely late. It just sort of showed up. And suddenly thousands and thousands of people suddenly saw the check appear. So what I want you to understand is that you are not alone. You are not alone if you don't have that $600 check for individuals, $1,200 for every couple, $600 for children, because 50% of this viewership of this channel has not seen this $600 stimulus check, and it's not a minor issue. This is not like a few people here and a few people there. This channel is now approaching 100 million views in 9 months. We're at 86 million views. So make sure you tell all your friends to watch. No one in the history of YouTube has ever achieved this goal, this benchmark. It's a record of immense proportion. And what I want you to know is that of those viewers, 50% have not gotten the $600 stimulus check. It's insane. Next, let's get to FPUC quickly on the second stimulus package. I'm going to go over the second stimulus package items right now. FPUC, the great news is that if you get an email that says you got to reopen your claim, reopen it. California, that confused some viewers. Don't worry, reopen the claim. If your claim is locked or closed or inactive, you're going to get a letter that says reopen your claim. And when you reopen your claim, then I'll ask you a series of questions. How are you? How's your dating life been? What do you think of the new cast on Love and Hip Hop? No, it's not going to ask you those questions. It's going to ask you some questions, and then you answer them. And then your claim will be reactivated. What is a claim? A claim is basically when you contacted unemployment, back in 2020, said, "Hi, I have a problem, unemployed." That's a claim, just like a car accident, a claim. And so the claim was closed because you ran out of weeks under the first stimulus package. Congress has now extended your weeks of unemployment under the second stimulus package to March 14th, whether you're UI or PUA. So you are covered once you are reactivating your claim. You will get the ability to then certify for all your weeks. You will not miss a week. You'll get $300 a week, and you will be ready to rock and roll. First stage is going from inactive to active, then able to certify for a week. Then that week is pending. Then you get paid. Nothing to really lose sleep about because it's absolutely coming into fruition. Only states like Washington and New Mexico, they're saying wait a few more days. All right, SNAP benefits. Adrian Barker just reminded me. So let me go into SNAP benefits right now. Adrian says 15% by January 23rd. So yeah, SNAP benefits is really interesting how they're doing this. Under the second stimulus package, you were supposed to get a 15% increase for SNAP benefits for 6 months, January to June. Now, here's the problem. Some people got their January check before it became a law. That was the first problem. Or that the money had not been sent out. And you got your January check, there was no 15% increase on there. So I was like, okay, well, some states, like Pennsylvania, said, you know what, we'll pay the 6 months from February to July. And I just left it at that for a few days. Now I see, no, 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 no. Some states are coming back and saying, you know what, we'll make another deposit in your account this week later in the month of January, since we didn't pay you the 15% for January. You need the 15%. I mean, you need money for the food now, not in February. You need the money for the food now. So they will drop an additional 15% in your account now. If you need clarity, reach out to Department of Agriculture where you are 211. Also, if your child's staying home because of the pandemic, reach out for what's called PEBT, an additional $114 a month for every child that stays home because of the pandemic. All right, that's that item. The next item is eviction moratorium and mortgage. Eviction moratorium is under the second stimulus package to the end of January. So print out the CDC order, give it to your landlord. There is an eviction moratorium in place. There's no mortgage forbearance in place. So that's a scary situation. All right, next, let's turn to the issue of the items that have gone live under second stimulus, the items that have not gone live, and the items we're hearing are going to go live. Okay, so the items that clearly have not gone live, and we don't know when they're going live, are free rent, free utilities, free internet, and free childcare under the second stimulus package. Where are they? I don't know. We don't know. We know where they're going to be eventually, but we don't know why they aren't live. So let me explain your solution to this problem, because all my job is to get you moolah. I'm the moolah man. Moolah man and moolah month. My job is to get you money. I don't care where I'm getting you the money, so long as you are eligible, you're going to get that money. Rent and utilities, reach out to the volunteers. Reach out to the volunteers in this channel, because there's CARES Act 1 money for rent still sitting around. CARES Act 1, that's the first stimulus package. There's first stimulus money sitting around still for the first stimulus package. So reach out to the volunteers there in the pinned comment to this video, news.lalate.com/community. If you need help with rent, which almost everyone does, then reach out to them for rent, for utilities, also for mortgage forbearance as well. And they can help you rather than have you wait around for when the money lands in the city of LA and you apply, and you hear it on the local news and you apply, and it's just weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. Go get it now. That's how I'm helping you right now, not 5 weeks from now, not 5 months from now, right now. So this is all really exciting, great news. There's 700 people in the room. Tell everyone to come on in, because this is going to have a lot of great stuff in this recording. The next thing, I will be covering third stimulus at about the 16-minute mark of this video. I'll be covering third stimulus at the 16-minute mark of this video. All right, next, what else under second stimulus has sort of gone live or is about to go live? Okay, this is the real exciting news. The real exciting news as you sit here today is that PPP has gone live. To get a PPP, you have to understand who can get a PPP. Anyone who is a Grubhub, Airbnb, Uber, Lyft, Schedule C tax return for some operation like a Schedule C that was in business before February 15th, 2020, consider a PPP. It is a grant. It starts as a loan, but then it turns into a forgivable grant. You can apply directly. You apply at what are called fin banks, generally, financial banks, or your local, Fortune 500 bank on the corner. They are sort of slow, those Fortune 500 banks in the corner. So most people use financial online banks. They're like Cabbage, Fundera, Funding Circle, Blue Vine, and Lendio. And they process the app. They ask you the documents, you fill out their application, and then they submit it to SBA. I told you it's going to go live on Monday. It went live on Monday. So now we're on Wednesday. Guess what? That money's not going to be around for long. So go get it. Go get it if you want it. Next, EIDL is open as well. New EIDL has gone open as well. EIDL is for anyone just like what I just said. If you have a Schedule C in 2019, a Schedule C in 2020, a corporate tax return in 2019 or in 2020, then go get it. If you're a plumber, electrician, a contractor, you have your own tax return. If you, have a pottery store and you sell pottery and you have a Schedule C on your personal tax return, this is really exciting, great news. Now, I've been reporting the exciting details about EIDL all day. Let me go over what's going on because it's insanely confusing. It's a mixture of fact, a mixture of rumor, and a mixture of anticipation. Let me go over the facts. The facts are in 2020, the year 2020, some people applied for EIDL and didn't get everything they were eligible that they should have gotten. Those things that you're still owed for from 2020 for EIDL are any grant that you never got. You never got a penny for the grant. They ran out of money. Two, you never got the remainder of the $10,000 EIDL grant. Or three, you didn't get the full loan amount because they capped it, and you're like, I want more loan amount. I want more loan. I qualified for like 300,000. Why are you giving me $12,000? Those were the three major problems of EIDL in 2020. I call them the EIDL 2020. You're going to hear me use that language a lot on this channel because that's the easiest way to describe my applicants from the year 2020 on EIDL. You have clear issues. I'm going to address them in 1 second. The next group are farmers and ranchers who have never applied for EIDL. Your application is live. I said that last Friday. It's live. So go to sba.gov right now, click on EIDL, Economic Injury Disaster, and as farmers and ranchers, not cannabis under the Trump administration, click agricultural. It is one application for grant and loan. One application for grant and loan. It doesn't say grant on it, but it is one application for grant and loan. When you get that processed in just a few days, and now this is the rumor part of it, in just a few days, the rumor is you will get the EIDL grant on your agricultural business application. You don't have to take the loan. You can say no to the loan. You don't need collateral for the grant. You don't have to be approved for the loan. You can have bad credit score for the grant. You can have bad credit score. You still get the grant. Get it. Next, the low income community businesses, they are not still live on SBA. The rumor is that they're going live on a revamped, modified website, going live no later than Sunday. So when you go to sba.gov sometime between Sunday, the rumor is the website will change and you will be able to apply for a low-income business if you never applied before for the EIDL. The last thing is what's going to happen for EIDL 2020 loan and grants. These are the facts that I've been reporting for a while. Sometime between now and the third stimulus package of Biden, they will pay the remainder of your $10,000 EIDL grant. I've been reporting that as fact because that's what Biden has represented to us. They will pay my EIDL 2020 viewers the $10,000 grant you never got, whether it is $9,000 that's remaining or the full $10,000. You will get that. You will get $10,000 a third stimulus on this channel if you applied in 2020 for EIDL. This is insanely great news. I'm so excited for you. Now here's the rumor. The rumor is you may get it this week. Now, the rumor is a very strange rumor. It doesn't make sense to me. Why would it come this week? But insiders at SBA are telling a lot of people it may come this week. So what I'm warning you as a Purple Hawk, is to absolutely watch your email the address that you gave SBA in 2020. Also watch your spam folder. Watch your spam folder. I had that as a big issue in 2020. A lot of SBA emails went to spam folders. Watch your spam folder to see if there's an email from SBA between now and Sunday. If there is, if there is, that might be the email for delicious moolah. Lots of it. The remainder of your grant. That's the rumor. Now at the 15-minute mark, I have so much I'll update you about. I'm so excited. The grant is free money. It's not a loan. It's free money. You do not have to take the loan to get the grant. You don't have to have collateral to get the grant. It is free moolah. At the 15-minute mark, I have so much exciting, great news for you across the board. The exciting, great news is that third stimulus package will include a standalone $2,000 stimulus check, in addition to the Cash Act Fix-It $1,400 add-on to your $600 stimulus check. So claims Marco Rubio, Republican. So claims Chuck Schumer. So suddenly we're getting some progress on our hunt for that multiple stimulus check. Suddenly we're at 2 or like 1.5. Suddenly there is a full 2,000. Thank you, Tina, for becoming a super chat. Suddenly we're seeing some moolah, as Isabel just said. Suddenly we're seeing some delicious moolah under third stimulus package of a standalone stimulus check and a fix-it stimulus check. That means 1.5 or 2 checks, depending on how you count. I'm getting really excited. If you've not gone on the Fudge channel, subscribe. Also, like this video. Consider hitting that alert button so you get alert when I next go live. We started at 200 people in the room at 14 minutes ago. Now we're at 1,000. Let's kick it to 2,000 people in the room because there's going to be a lot of moolah covered in this video. The other breaking news that you may have missed if you join me later in this video was that the remainder of $10,000 grant may be paid by SBA for EIDL 2020 applicants by as early as the end of this week. My goodness. There's so much moolah. I'm getting moolah movements here. Moolah, it's just moolah month with the moolah man. It's just absolutely insane. PPP is live. Get it. FPUC is when they ask you to reopen your claim, reopen it. Viewers are getting the money. The $600 stimulus checks is a hot mess. 50% of viewers have not gotten that second stimulus check of $600. You are not alone. We are in a kumbaya group hug moment because people are just not getting this check. And SNAP. The good news of SNAP is that they're sending that 15% of the add-on for SNAP separately in the month. So that's all really good news. All right, so now let me turn to third stimulus. As Raul just asked, wait, are they not combined? So let me explain what the chatter is and what's going on with third stimulus and when will we see third stimulus. First of all, you and I know that we have an expression on this channel. It's not law yet. It's not law yet. So when we hear things, we understand it's not law yet. Let me go over what's going to happen with third stimulus. You're first going to hear people running their mouth. So they're starting to run their mouth today. Then the president-elect is going to run his mouth. Then other people are going to run their mouth. And ultimately, I don't want you to take anything you hear with people running their mouth to the bank. So if Marco Rubio says something, don't assume you're going to get it. If Chuck Schumer says something, don't assume you're going to get it. If Joe Biden says something, you're likely to get it, but don't assume you're going to get it. If, what is that guy's name? Manchin says something, don't assume you're not going to get it. These are people who won a lot of airtime. They won book deals. We already know that Josh Hawley had a Scheinman and Schuster book deal. I wonder why. Of course, Scheinman Schuster yanked that book deal. These elected officials like book deals. That's how they make big money. So they want to get, thank you, Tina. So they want to get airtime. So if you hear airtime, if you hear someone talk about third stimulus, don't worry about that and don't think it is law yet. But we will talk about it. So I'm going to talk about it right now. The news that is happening right now is that they're now talking about third stimulus having, for purposes of the stimulus check, Cash Act 2020, and also having $2,000 as an additional stimulus check. Let me explain this even clearer. $1,400 on top of your $600 plus a full stimulus check of $2,000. So this is big news. This is big news. I asked viewers this channel, do you think there's going to be a multiple stimulus check in the third stimulus package? No. 100% of viewers said, no, he's not going to give us multiple stimulus check. He's going to give us $1,400 and call it a day. Say, see you after the pandemic. Thank you, Shayla Harper. Beautiful name for becoming a Purple Hawk. Viewers said, no, he's going to give you $1,400 and call it a day. Maybe now we're seeing $1,400 and a $2,000 stimulus check. This is really good news. That's the first item. That's the first talk. That's talk. It's talk, not law yet. And I know there's someone going to say, when am I getting that $3,400? It's not law yet. That's the first thing. The next one is there's talk about changing the eligibility range for the stimulus check. That may impact some viewers of this channel. Then we turn to hazard pay. Hazard pay has been proposed in the third stimulus package for, long before there were daffodils in the sun. And they wanted to do $10,000 hazard pay, retroactive back to January 2020, going forward 60 days after the pandemic ended, with this eligibility universe that includes basically everyone around the corner and their sister and brother. Viewers of this channel think that there will be hazard pay. It will not be $10,000. It'll be $5,000, and they're going to constrict the universe of the qualified people. $2,400 of SSI and SSDI. When is that happening? When am I getting in my bank account? How soon is that going to happen? It's not law yet. But viewers of this channel, when asked about SSI and SSDI on Purple every night at 7 p.m., please join me. That's a great show. It's the last show of the night, last show of this channel every day. It's live. I asked viewers the second night in a row, do you think the $2,400 of SSI and SSDI, that's the $200 that appears on top of your SSI benefits, SSDI, Social Security, railroad benefits, veterans benefits, per month till December 31st, do you think it's going to happen? Viewers said yes. I agree so. I think it's going to happen. Viewers asked me if I'm a veteran and a senior citizen, do I get both? No. I always have people say, I'm both of those. Don't I get both of them? No, you don't. Have you ever heard a program that says you get both of them? So it's not law yet. That is hazard pay. FPUC retro. Oh my God, you can just hear it and hear the rumbling in the room every time we talk about FPUC retro. Viewers categorically believe Joe Biden will not give you anything retro, but will go forward at $600 a week. I don't agree. I think he's going to go retro for something. Maybe not $12,000 a person, but then will also go forward at $600 a week to the end of the pandemic, maybe June. EIDL on the third stimulus, the remainder of your $10,000 EIDL grant, the raising of your EIDL loan to higher thresholds. Thank you, Henry Harry, for the super chat. I think that that's going to happen. PPP will be back in force. There'll be eviction moratorium, a mortgage forbearance. And if you're a viewer and you're dropping the same question, you're not a member, but you're dropping the same question every 3 seconds, I don't know how you copy and paste so fast, especially when it has nothing to do with what I'm talking about in this video. It's just like, why is that same question appearing so many times? How can someone copy and paste the same question like 9,000 times in a row? I can't copy and paste that fast. But that's a very good Purple Hawk skill. You're able to go, I'm able to pounce. Just don't pounce with me. Pounce with the people that are giving you money, just not me. So, yeah, you. So knock it off. Right, knock it off, says Tanisha. Knock it off. The next thing is you got to pounce as a Purple Hawk. Just don't pounce on the host of the Purple Hawks, please. Next one is student loan debt forgiveness. Joe Biden says it's going to be $10,000. Viewers categorically agree it will be. I think it may be more. Chuck Schumer says, no, I want to do more than $10,000. What's $10,000? If you're doing it, just do all of it. What are we doing here? Just do all of it. So I think it could be more. So what's going to happen with third stimulus? When are we going to see the money? When's the money going to be in my bank account? How am I doing? I'm doing good so far. The daffodils need tying, and I'll get to them in a second in this video. What I'm reporting on this channel is that there's a problem with at least with the current administration, in sending things out on time when it comes to money. Second stimulus package, the Mar-a-Lago bill, was signed in Mar-a-Lago. What was it? 4 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago? How long was it ago? I think it was like 4 weeks. It was late December. It was after Christmas, but before New Year's. I remember that. So we haven't seen the $600 stimulus check. We haven't seen the rent. We haven't seen the utilities. We haven't seen the childcare. We haven't seen the free internet. We haven't seen the EIDL for low income. We haven't seen the grants for anyone. I mean, of the second stimulus items, I think maybe we have 20% of them live. It's been almost a month. What's going on here? Now, under the Biden administration, I don't know if that's going to happen again. Maybe it's changed. So when viewers ask me how soon am I going to see the money, I absolutely cannot. I can't tell you that anymore because these people have a real problem doing what they're supposed to do. They pass a law to send out the money, and then they have a press conference and say it's sent. I'm like, no, it's not sent. We don't have it. Viewers have checked it. As you know, I haven't said it in a couple of days. You can go on irs.gov. You set up a username, password. You sign in there, put your name in, do it, the word transcript, and it'll tell you when your check was sent. I recommend you not to bother. Why? Because my 50% of viewers who have not gotten the $600 second stimulus check, they did the search. It said it was sent out on January 6th. They still have not gotten it. So it's good to know that it was sent, but it's like, okay, where is it? I don't have it. What I'm telling you is to be on the lookout for three things: a direct deposit, or a beige envelope in the mail, that's a paper check, or a white envelope, that's a debit card. You may get any of the, if you're signed up for electronic receipt, you may get the other two unsuspecting. So be prepared, unsuspecting, to get a beige or white envelope in the mail out of nowhere. Now, the 26-minute mark, let me turn to some home decor. On, I think it was Monday, you saw new co-stars on the show, the Daffodils. And between last night and this morning, they started to droop. So we see, the big guy here really started to droop badly since last night. And the little guy down here in the lower part of the frame doing sort of good. And then the one over there, there's also a small little one over there. The top little stem started to discolor a little bit. Now, it is not the correct place to have daffodils in a production set that has LED lights in front of me. They're not heat, they're LED. But to have halogen right there, that's halogen. That's a bulb, a normal, bulb that creates heat. I had the window open to give them some light. I know that I'm perhaps giving a little bit more than heat than I should, and I'm certainly trying to offset it by opening the window. It says, take care of me, keep me out of direct sunlight. Well, there is almost no direct sunlight here. Water me sparingly, keep my soil moist. After my flowers fade, remove them and let the foliage die naturally. Well, with the exception of the guy at the end, they're not really dying yet. What they're doing is they're sort of losing their strength. So what I did was I took some plumber's tape. Why do I have plumber's tape sitting around? I took some plumber's tape, the white tape you see here, and I wrapped them to give them some height. Yeah, I mean, the better way, so what do you do when your daffodils need stimulus? What do you do when your daffodils need stimulus? It may be too hot with halogen. It is probably too hot with halogen, even though I'm not on camera. I'm only on camera 12 hours a day. I'm not on camera that often. What do I do with with their losing strength? Well, what I need to probably do is I need to take them out of set, give them some more water, maybe put a wooden stake, and tie them up. I did not have string. They need to be outside, someone says. So they may need some more. They may need some more support. The coffee grounds are good for daffodils. Well, thank you. I'm going to try that. Pot deeper. The pot, yeah. The issue is that this guy is looking all fine. He's just losing a lot of strength. And really was just like, oh, it was like Nancy Pelosi's hair just walked out of Chuck Schumer's office. Like, oh. So, pray for the daffodils. I think they're okay. Get a bonsai tree. Meantime, the petunia, Patty Petunia over here, the pink Patty Petunia over there, she's doing great. So she hasn't changed a bit. She's just waiting for her donut. So she's doing give them Viagra. So it's everyone has great jokes when it comes to the homes. The home set. Moist, not wet. That's a great comment, said Jose in the Instagram, and also uh, coffee grounds is good as well. So there you go. Thank you for joining me on Home LA. What a big day it is. Join me next on Afternoons LA. Stay informed, stay focused. Don't forget to join. Go to the front channel, hit that. Go to the top of this chat and hit that join button. Become a Purple Power Hawk or Calcino VIP. And I'll see you this afternoon on the continuation of LA Light.